Hey guys, what's up? So this is going to be an interesting type of video because I wanted to do a foundation first impressions on the MARC JACOBS Shameless foundation because I got a like trial size, like a testing size in like a recent haul, like when I bought things from Sephora. They sent me the shade Tan, which is too dark for me, but I still wanted to try it. So this is what it looks like. It's like a teeny tiny MARC JACOBS Shameless foundation. So I just finished filming a first impressions get ready with me, like a full face, where I test out a lot of different products, and this is one of the products that I tested out. So but then I was thinking about it and I thought I really want to update you guys and show you guys how the foundation ends up lasting throughout the day, not only on my Instagram and Snapchat, but also on here. And I'm going to give you my completely honest opinions on this little baby right here. But yeah, so first off, before I show you guys me applying the foundation, that clip is from that first impressions video. So I'm going to be talking about random stuff. But what's important is seeing how the foundation applies on my skin. I apply it just with the just with the LA Colors or LA Girl sponge. Getting my LAs mixed up. The LA Girl sponge. And you can kind of see how it applies. You see the primers that I put on before. And yeah, so I just want to say really quickly before we jump into that, I did mix in the Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Lightning drops. They look like this because this shade Tan is way too dark for me, way too dark. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. I think this is still going to be a good video. You can still see how the foundation lasts. I mean, if these drops, I know you guys have probably seen a lot of videos where the foundation is just terrible, or you know, it's not a positive review. So we'll just have to see as it wears, and I'll talk to you guys more about that at the very end of the night. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified of all my future videos, and hit the like if you like first impressions. And let's just get started to me applying. So today to prime, I'm going to use the baby skin because this is like my area of like trouble. And let's just minimize it, shall we? Let's just minimize it from the get-go. So I'm using the baby skin that I love so much. I love this so much. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to use the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Coconut Water Primer Stick. We're gonna go ahead and use this. I tend to not use this if it's a thick foundation, but since it seems like it's a watery foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. It just leaves my face feeling tacky, which is just what I want. Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna be the right color. If it's not, I shall mix a tiny bit of the Catrice Prime and Fine Lightning mixing drops. So let's see, let's shake this up first. It's supposed to give me a youthful look. It's 24-hour foundation. It has SPF 25. Yeah, this is way too dark. I mean, all right, so I am going to mix some of these drops in there. This is the LA Colors sponge. Whoa. Kind of blending out, blotchy. Okay. I didn't blend that one in the best. It's like it's as soon as I put my sponge into it, it's like it blends out. I feel like I did that one a little bit whiter. I feel like it blends, like it dries
not blends out, sorry, it dries super quickly. Like as soon as I put as soon as it touches my skin, it's like it dries already. So it starts by looking a little bit patchy, but then as I like bounce it, it blends. So I mean, not looking bad yet. So at first, as long as I work with it, I mean, it doesn't look bad. And I even put some more on top of here. All right, so there we go. Like right here, it's starting to come apart. All right, it looks a little bit strange. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's set this. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Infallible Pro Glow mixed with the Tarte Shape Tape because the Tarte Shape Tape is too light for me. And I'm gonna quickly do my concealer and set it. I feel like I should have set this rather quickly. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set it with the Milani Prep Set and Glow powder. So it started to kind of bunch up like right here, which is totally weird. So when I patted this over top, it seemed like it calmed down and it like blended back out. So maybe I should have set this foundation faster. I'm not gonna lie, I like it so far. I mean, it looks really nice on my face and it looks really smooth.
So now that I finished everything, I finished all my makeup, I finished everything, you can kind of see how the foundation looks. This is natural lighting, by the way, and I love it. I love how it looks. It did bunch up a little bit right there, you guys saw as I was applying it, but then I felt like as soon as I set it, it kind of, I mean, you can still see a little bit of it, but it looks a lot better and nothing else started to bunch up or look weird. I mean, you can see it looks really smooth. Like this is honestly, it looks smooth. I don't have any problems up here. So I think this is a foundation you have to set rather quickly, I think, because I think that's why it didn't do that. Like it did that funky thing and it didn't do it anywhere else. I think I took too long to set it. But once I did, it looked really, really good. So yeah. I like it. I'll list all the products that I used on my face down below in the description box. Also, if you're trying to shade match with me, you can't really shade match with me, but if you're wondering what shade I am, you can look down below in the description box. I have a whole list. I mean, the tan obviously does not match me, but if you're just curious to see if we're semi-close, you can check down below. This is like a vlogging style first impressions. I'm kind of digging it. Let me know if you guys like this style better. Oh, my hair is crazy right now. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to. It always looks poofy and crazy in videos. Okay, so it is 10:16. I'll be checking with you guys in about 5 hours and then at the very end of the night. And we'll also be doing a flash test as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we just got done with BJ's, so I thought I would update you guys because it's been 5 hours. So I don't know if you can tell that it's kind of breaking apart here in my forehead, but everywhere else the foundation looks so good. Maybe a little bit here too. Can you see that? But over here it looks fine. Everything looks good. So this is my conclusion about that. If you guys remember, when I put on that Hard Candy Coconut Stick Primer, I put it on everywhere on my face except for like here, and I didn't put it here. I like swiped it here. And so now I'm thinking that the reason it's breaking apart is because it didn't have a good primer to stick to. So next time I will definitely do the blurring, pore minimizing primer, and then I'll do the stick on top. That way it has something to stick to. I think this foundation definitely needs a good sticky primer, but everywhere else it looks really good. It hasn't like came apart anywhere else. And I don't have oily skin, so can't imagine if you have oily skin how this would break apart. So I'll see you guys in the very end of the night. Okay guys, so it's 7:21, so it's been about 9.5 hours since I first applied the foundation. I have a few thoughts. So first off, take a look at it. I mean, this looked, I think, worse earlier. Now it looks way better. And although it's kind of coming off, like, I think that was my fault. I should have put a sticky primer up here, but everything else, that's where originally I had that issue. Everything else still looks flawless and really, really nice. Excuse my crusty lips. So, this is what I think, guys. I think that I just happened to have a really good experience with this foundation. It still looks really good, flawless, really nice. I guess I will post up right now the picture of the flash so you guys can see how it looks with flash. I think that it doesn't have that much bounce back. I think that's more my concealer. I honestly am really digging the foundation, like seriously, and I'm thinking about going and getting my actual match so that I can actually wear it because I'm loving it. It looks really, really nice. But I think the key with this foundation is using a primer that is sticky, that's more like one of those sticky long wearing primers. So I used the Hard Candy Coconut Water Stick Primer. I will link it off below. I'll link everything I used below. And I think that that was just a really good one. So I think that next time I'm going to, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my sticky primer down. I'm going to apply the foundation, and then I'm going to take a tiny bit of the Pore Minimizing Baby Skin Pore Minimizing Primer and just pat it in these areas so that my lines get minimized, because I'm assuming that that one's going to accentuate my lines because it's a very thin formula, and thin formula foundations tend to do that. They tend to like make my lines look like huge cracks on my face. So I'm going to blot it on, and then I'm going to powder my face right away. So the reason for that, why am I using baby skin after I already apply foundation? Because I've done it before. I did it with, this is another foundation that I am going to be reviewing soon. So it's the Tarte Rainforest by the Sea foundation. It's one of those liquidy foundations. This one's water-based. And like I said, all these water-based, or not water-based, but liquidy foundations, they just accentuate it. So the other day I put the Pore Minimizing Primer on top and then powdered, and no joke, flawless all day. It didn't get oily. I mean, I do have dry skin to begin with, but it just really worked well. It didn't, the foundation did not come apart. And I was like, maybe using it on top of foundation is a good idea. So I think I'm gonna try that with the Shameless foundation next time and see how that goes. So I think the foundation will cling to the sticky primer, and then I can still get pore minimizing-ness up there after the foundation, and then it will be set with the powder so it won't get oily. So that's kind of my train of thought. So I'll update you guys down below and let you guys know if that's like my favorite combo or not, or if it worked. But I think I found a good combo because that primer stick is super affordable and anyone can get it. So if you have dry skin, I think that this will work good for you if you do that. I mean, I don't have any dry patches or anything like that, but my skin is normal to dry. So I don't know, I'm super excited. I liked it. I really did like the foundation. It looks so good, you guys. Me. And it's been almost 10 hours, so it looks really, really good. Sorry, my nose is kind of like, I was having like a stressful evening, so I was kind of sniffling like a baby, and so I kind of rubbed off the foundation on my nose. That's not the foundation's fault at all, because it looked really, until like an hour ago when I was like you know. Anyways, so okay, so I wanted to get back on here and give you guys my full review thoughts now on the foundation. I was originally just going to write in the description box, but I felt like that wasn't enough because I don't know, I kind of fought with myself on putting the first impressions up, because it's a totally honest first impressions, but I left you guys thinking that I really loved the foundation, that it was really awesome. And after trying it out for 2 weeks now, trying it on its own, trying it mixed again with the drops with the primer, the way that I told you guys I wanted to mix the primer in, I have more thoughts and I want to tell you more things. So and I thought I would do it vlogger style since my office isn't done and I did the first impressions vlogger style. So this is my thought, you guys. I tried the foundation out by itself and I couldn't even wear it. I couldn't even wear it because I'll show you in video, it came off patchy. It was like coming off. It's like the sponge was applying it, but if I went over it more than once, it would peel off in a weird, like silicone-y skin peeling way. It's really odd. And it just came apart, and just like you guys have seen in other review videos that I saw, it was doing that on its own. So I thought that maybe the sticky primer kind of fixed that, but it didn't really. This formula is just wonky. It's just not a good formula. And then I tried it again, the primer combination I told you I was going to try, mixed in with the mixing drops, and it came out so beautiful and it looked so good on the skin. So I think that the mix-in drops was what made the foundation look really, really beautiful. So I don't recommend you guys getting this foundation unless you're going to mix it in with the mix-in drops. Don't get it. I'm not going to get it in my own shade. I'm just going to use up the tube with the mix-in drops, and maybe I'll go get another darker shade and mix in the mix-in drops, because they're magic drops. They just made the foundation so much better, the formula so much better, and go on smooth the way that it should have gone on, the way that we were expecting it to come on. That's how the mix-in drops made it look. And so you shouldn't have to have mix-in drops to make a foundation good, especially expensive foundation. So I definitely don't recommend this foundation to you guys, but I still wanted to share my first impressions. I still wanted to share my review. I've got a couple comments where you guys have told me that, oh, all foundations work for me. All foundations don't work for me. You guys see that? I mean, sometimes I pretty much can kind of tell a foundation that I think would work good for me, and so I try it out for you guys. That's what I do. I don't just get a random foundation that I think this isn't gonna work for me and try it out. I mean, unless you guys really want to see a certain foundation, I won't do that. So that's why a lot of foundations do work for me, because I tend to be really picky and choosy and research and say, is this gonna be good for dry skin? And sometimes, most of the time it works. So anyways, I just wanted to, I don't know, I didn't feel good putting up the first impressions without putting this part of the video in there and telling you guys my final thoughts on it. Yeah, for my dry skin and for most people's skin, this foundation's formula it's just wonky. So anyways, I guess that's it. So I hope that this first impressions was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed it, even though it was like a vlog style. Give me a like if you like the vlog style a lot better. It's kind of more real, I feel like, than like sitting like in a formal, for like a first impressions foundation, you know, video. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe down there below. Hit the button and hit the bell as well. And I hope you guys had a wonderful day. And I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.